If you're poor at age 35, you deserve it. Harsh words? True words? Not so true words? It's not for me to decide, it's for you to decide. These are just the words of CEO Jack Ma, now Chinese billionaire after his company Alibaba broke all records as the largest IPO on Wall Street this past month. And before I sound too much like a web reporter, I promise you this is just something that came across my newsfeed that I felt like turning on the video camera and recording something for you, because I have three distinct thoughts here that, as you continue to watch this video, I think will help you open up a new level of abundance in your life, whether that means making more money, having more fun, or increasing your level of happiness. I think there is something to be gained here just from watching this video. So those three things are really, really simple, right? In Jack saying that if you're poor at age 35, you deserve it, I don't think it has anything to do with the age, right? I think he's just talking about the fact is, look, at age 35, for instance, at that point, you're a grown person, right? You're a grown person. You should be able to take care of yourself, right? And it doesn't matter if you're 25, 35, 85. As a grown-up, you should have your stuff handled, right? You should have your stuff handled, right? Which leads into number 2 of my thoughts here on this particular article. It's like, you're in control of your destiny. You know, you've got choices day in and day out to carve out your destiny. You know, if you don't have the money at the end of the month to pay rent or to pay your bills, and you're looking, you know, maybe you're looking for handouts, maybe you're looking for pity, maybe you're complaining about it. I don't know what your situation is, but whether it's the job that you chose, right, or the situations that you chose, right? Maybe you're somebody who got pregnant in high school, right? And you weren't able to do some of the things that maybe your classmates were able to do, and now you're in a position where you're scraping money together at the end of the month. Look, it was your choice to do the nasty, right? And there are consequences for our choices. You know, hopefully you weren't one of those people that was subject to somebody forcing a choice on you, right? And for that, you know, I sympathize with you. But on the other hand, it's like, I've got friends that I grew up with that had kids, whether it was their choice or not, and they've made it work for them, right? They've found ways to make it work. They had ambition to create a better life for themselves and their children, which is another point that Jack brings up in this quick little article, is that if you don't have ambition, you'll never have the income or the money to really pay for your dreams, right? Which sort of leads into the third point that I want to talk about here before we cut this video. And your dreams cost money, right? If you want to travel, if you want a better life for you, nobody's going to just give it to you, right? Nobody's going to just give it to you. So you have to create it, right? And it's just funny because I see people saying things like, well, you know, I served our country in the military, so I am not rich, I'm poor. And it's like, here's the thing. If you're happy with where you are, this video probably doesn't even matter to you. But if you're not happy about where you are in your finances, and this pisses you off a little bit, you have to look at the choices that you stepped into in order for you to be here right now, right? Because if you're working a job that you do love, but it's not paying you what you deserve, do you realize that there are like other things that you could do to add to your income? Like, do you get that? Like, do you get that you could like write a book, or you could start a home business, or you could, you know, do things on the side to help you generate income? Like, do you get that? Like, do you get that if you're working a job that you hate, that you could also go find a job that you love? Or quit that job and go do something that fills your life with passion? Right? You have a choice. And if you're not able to pay the bills at the end of the day, it's up to you to find a way, right? And there's opportunities all around you for doing that, right? I happened to find an opportunity not so long ago that allowed me to afford to pay for my dreams, right? And teach other people how to do that too, right? That was just my own personal set of choices. And so I think there's some things here that Jack had to say that are right on. Maybe there's some things that some people might see as judgmental. I'm not here to decide that. I just think that there's something to be learned from everything. And if it pisses you off a little bit, like maybe it did for you, there might be something for you to learn here too. I don't know. You let me know. in the comments below. I'll post the article that I'm referencing here for you to look at. And, let me know your thoughts. Look forward to reading from you. Thanks for watching my video. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.